Right, so in this video I'm going to install an i3-12100f. Normally would have the plastic protective cover over this, but I got this, said it was new. Obviously you can see the scratch. It was probably from a gaming desktop, and I got it for like 77 bucks on good old eBay, right? This is basically the equivalent of a Asus TUF B660M. This was in a ROG Strix gaming computer. So, alright. Like I said though, they cover that with tape. I guess that somewhat protected it, or not really. So we've got our i3-12100f. Now I want to get this thing 13th gen ready. Hence why we're doing this. So pull that back. My CPU is oriented so that I have a little triangle there, and you can just barely see a triangle there, okay? And I'm going to drop this in. I will sometimes use two hands there just to make sure that I don't prematurely drop this thing down there. Once it's in, you'll want to kind of run your fingers over the board here, the green board, and verify that it's flush or parallel, whatever, with this plastic framing that goes around it that makes up the socket. And then drop that down and boom. Oops. All right, let's try that again. Make sure that that drops underneath that, and then boom. All right. Beginners, I tell you. Actually, you know, you do this enough, you still screw stuff up. All right, so we've got that in. Now the other key to this, Noctua NH-U14S. This is a combo of the Chromax Black mixed with the regular one. So we're going to install that. All right, so the bottom bracket. This is the one specifically for LGA 1700, and it fits these hole pattern perfectly. There we go. So that's in. Now I put in our spacers. So my plans eventually, folks, I want to put the i9-13900KF in this, do my benchmark videos, and then see if this thing's up to the tasking. So we want this mounted this way, all right, which means these have to go like so. And of course this will be up tight against the graphics card when it's all said and done. So I've had a lot of motherboards on the channel. We've gotten some really good deals off eBay. One of them, you know, that I have actually sitting right next to this one, has damaged PCIe slot. Got that for 60 bucks. And it has it's been wonderful for the amount of videos I've been able to make with it. And then this one, best quality B660M that I've gotten at a decent price. I remember paying, I believe, $180 for the Asus TUF version of this. Now I should check under this M.2, make sure there isn't a drive under it. Alright, so that's in. Now we're going to put thermal paste in. Normally, folks, I would use the best stuff I have. That'd be this stuff. But the truth is, this is not going to be in here that long. And this CPU really doesn't get that hot. So I need to do like a three line thing. We might have put a little too much on there in this end. Yeah, definitely too much now. Alright, so that's on there. You know, I kind of switched over to a 3-line thing because it really does ensure it gets spread out pretty good. Now, One thing you want to do, honestly, if you're going to do different types of dropping your thermal paste on there, whether it be one big bead in the middle, 5 dots, whatever, is have enough where you can put this thing down, tighten it, and then pull it back up and see how well it's spread. That also can help you, you know, if you're not sure you've put enough on there. All right, so we need to get a couple threads on this. You can already tell we're not lined up. And then we'll come over this side and see if it's on there at all. Nope. So that one is not on. Still not hitting the spot, folks. Okay, now we'll switch back to the other side. Back over this side. We don't want to, you know, crank one side down much faster than the other. So yeah, this motherboard, folks, for 77 bucks, comes with Wi-Fi. It's got good audio, video. And of course, it's most likely not updated for 13th gen. But I'm going to make quite a few videos out of this. We unboxed it. We're doing this installation video. I'll do another one for the i9. Do some benchmark videos with it. And then from there, hey. So, good idea to check to see if you have clearance for RAM, which we do. We're only going to put 2 sticks in here in the light gray spots. Now, this, see where that wire is? We want to run that to the back side. And just so you can see it, it's down here. And then I'm going to come in, clamp that down, rotate this, clamp that side in. And now we can plug in our CPU fan. So that part's good. Now, I didn't double check whether my RAM was compatible that I'm going to use here, but that would be your first step. And quite honestly, I've got enough RAM, enough of the same RAM that we could fill all 4 of these holes, but 4 slots. Alright, so as we're putting the RAM in, logo to the outside. Notice this is one side shorter than the other. And that's good to go. Now, I don't have an M.2 screw on me, but you'd potentially want to put your operating system under here. Since I'm going to be using this for a short variation, and this is only Gen 3, I'm just going to drop that in there, okay? Now, I would then, if I had an M.2 screw lying around, you would then screw that in right there, okay? Once you get your M.2 in there correctly. So, if it's in there correctly, it's going to be up at an angle like that. And then you would drop in the screw right there, okay? So, that's really all we're going to do in this video. Thanks for checking out. Please like, please subscribe.